Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank God football's back. Thank God fantasy football's back. And let's just jump straight into this for week one's optimal Fanduel Draft King lineup. If you've seen any of my pick videos before, it's nothing too new here with strategy. Kicker and defense, I don't invest a lot of money into. There's nothing special about this Cleveland defense to me. But the team they're playing, the Eagles, I don't have any reason to fear them. I think it's a good matchup. Every year you got new teams step up, old teams fall apart. So it's going to be some surprises, and I'm fine with risking it for the Browns here. Once again, it's not really so much the Browns as just I don't believe in that Eagles defense. Eagles offense. Kicker, I actually had a cheaper guy here. I just had some money left over on the roster. If I was playing a little bit cheaper, I don't usually spend this much on kicker either. A little Tampa Bay kicker, I can't think of his name, but if they're willing to spend a second-round draft pick on him, I'm certainly willing to spend $4,000 FanDuel salary cap bonus on him. So I was planning to roll with that guy, but I had a little bit of money left over on the lineup, so I was happy with my skill positions. So went back, took a look at defense, took a look at kicker, tried to get rid of the budget, and I didn't see anything on defense I liked better for the price range. There are some other kickers out there, but if you want to save some cash, Tampa Bay's kicker, he started off kind of slow in preseason, warmed up near the end of the year. Coming out, first game's against Atlanta. They're playing at Atlanta, I want to say. Yeah, they're playing at Atlanta. They got the dome. So it's a good kicker to have, and he's cheap. But I had some extra cash once again, going with Mason Crosby. I think the Packers' offense will be more potent this year than it was last year. And I do think they're going to shoot out with Jacksonville's offense. So should put some points on the board. But none of that matters. On to the real decisions you have to make. Running back was able to save some cash. And I don't look to. I'm willing to spend for a running back in most times, but you can find some steals. D'Angelo Williams, last year with Le'Veon Bell out, was an absolute stud. Really worked all year. So I see no reason he can't do. He's a year older, but I'm willing to go with him, especially in the week one matchup against Washington. I'm not afraid of the matchup. I like the offense. I'm going to go with him. And then Lamar Miller, I love going into Houston. I think he's going to be a workhorse. Should get 20-some carries, $7,000-some on the salary cap, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, looking at $7,600. So, to me, that's a steal. I love it. I like Lamar Miller as a top 5 back in fantasy this year. And I think both these running backs were top 10 guys for week one. So to be able to get both of them and not spend $8,000, you can't hate that. Quarterback, once another spot I'm willing to spend for, but it's easy to find sleepers here, easy to find steals. It's just so many options. Eli, I love him. In most of my cash leagues, I'm targeting Eli in most of those. If you see my quarterback rankings list, a guy I'm really high on this year. He gets trash talked a little bit about not being a consistent quarterback. He's got Super Bowl rings, but is he as good as everybody says he is? That's a debate worth having. But in fantasy, dude's always pretty consistent. Every year you're looking at high 20s in touchdowns, low 30s, 4,000 yards. He's got one of the best receivers in the game, if not the best receiver in the game to throw to. So once again, price looks amazing. $7,000 for him. I'll plug him in. And then at receivers, I got a couple guys who's kind of bounce backs. T.Y. Hilton, this guy gets me all the time. I love him. Absolute stud, but he lets me down a lot. This year, Andrew Luck back healthy. Hoping this will be the year he can finally be who he's supposed to be. And then Randall Cobb. We found out last year he played the whole season hurt. Wasn't really disclosed as bad as it was. He got hurt pretty early in the year. I'm not saying that's all his woes. I think Jordan Nelson being gone kind of added some pressure, kind of threw him out of his game a little bit. But both those problems are fixed. He's healthy. Jordan Nelson's back. I believe Green Bay is going to be the Green Bay we used to seeing. So I'd like to be there for the bounce back on both these guys. And then Antonio Brown, what do you say about that? Dude's probably getting the ball forced to him more than most running backs in the league, more or less receivers. So, no-brainer. You put him out there. I don't always love going with a receiver and a running back. But Pittsburgh's offense is potent. Both these guys are potent. So I don't have a problem in this situation doing that. So that's the lineup, man. Like always, use it as a sounding board. Some of my picks you're going to hate. Some of my picks you're going to love. Use the ones you want. Diss the ones you don't. Put money on it. Just whatever you need to do, man. Use this reference. Just whatever you think. But that's what I'm riding with this week. And looking forward to a long year, man. Sign up, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Be putting out a FanDuel roster once a week. Probably some other things, man. Might try to get into NBA more than I have been in the past. UFC I've been slacking off with. I hadn't forgot about that. But we'll see how it goes. Either way, got 16 weeks ahead of us, fellas. All right, man. Later.